Well, Lavelle Crawford did Club Shay Shay, and he said you hadn't written a new joke since 1973. Now, I looked it up. You were born in 1972. What? So at 1 year old,
well,
you've come up with your whole comedy routine, and you've been sticking to it.
Even the age online is not even my right age. My life is.
What year were you born?
Doug, I'm African. We don't know when we were born. I know for a fact that's not the right age. And the paperwork I came here with, it says I'm 3 or 4 years younger.
Okay.
So that is completely wrong, all right? Here's the thing with most Africans born in the 70s or 80s, okay? Most of us in Africa, hospital is probably, in America, you go and give birth to a baby, you get shot, go to the hospital, emergency, whatever, they'll send you a bill later. Africa, there's no bill later. If you go to the hospital, you don't have money, you're gonna die. Just that simple. Either if you don't got no money, go home, or they're gonna send you home. You're gonna die.
Right there in the lobby.
You having a heart attack? You have the money? No, you're gonna die.
I'm sorry, sir. Your credit card was declined.
You're dead.
Unplug that thing that.
Unplug him. You don't have the money. You don't have the money. Unplug him now. But my mom's bringing the money. Well, tell your mother to hurry up, cause you about to die. Because of that, most poor people, we don't go to the hospital. I remember when I was a kid playing soccer in Liberia, I was probably like 10 years old, and I fell and broke my arm. Couldn't afford a hospital. Somebody took me to a Juju doctor. Dead serious. I went to a fucking Juju doctor. And she fucked my shit up even more. Like, I remember one time I was playing, and I was playing around some old cars, and the fucking rust just cut my thing. I still got the scar there. I couldn't go to the hospital and get the stitches. I had to deal with it. Because of that, most of us are not born in a hospital.
Yeah.
I was born at home, in the backyard.
Real quick, before you go on, this kind of reminds me of when I interviewed Errol Musk, which was Elon Musk's father. Mm-hmm. He told me about a situation where 5 black men were trying to break into his house, mm-hmm. and it was just him and his daughter. And he pulled out a gun and he killed 3 of them, right? And he said what he was most scared of was in South Africa, they have something called Muti. Have you ever heard of this?
No.
So Muti is like voodoo, mm-hmm. where they basically cut up people and use them for medicine.
Okay.
So he was scared that they were going to eat his daughter.
They were coming down the passage. I stood at the entrance, the main bedroom entrance to the passage, and I took the one in front out, with a bullet through the head, and that bullet actually went into the one behind him as well. So I wasn't proud of it, but what could I do? It was me or them, my daughter's head would be hanging from a taxi at this moment, dangling from a taxi if I'd let them get their way. My 6-year-old daughter's head would be dangling from a taxi. So a mirror, No. So, because they eat them and they use the children as medicine, What do you call it? Medicine.
Wait. They actually eat children and use their body parts as medicine?
Yes, they take the body parts and then we know this. I mean, it's not me. I mean, I won't say everybody, maybe things are improving, but it's called Muti, M-U-T-I. Then they make Muti out of the people's bodies, and then they believe that if you have this Muti thing, you'll have good luck and all that sort of stuff. It's not new. I think it's been in human existence among groups of people for a long time.
I mean, that's possible. Voodoo do exist.
Yeah, I looked it up. It's a real thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so people are murdered for their body parts, mm-hmm. that are used in Muti. So they harvest the body parts, including, brains and everything else like that. So he said he was mostly
that's what
scared.
He's worried about. That's what
that his daughter was going to get eaten by these guys.
Yeah, I don't know human eaters much, but voodoo does exist in Africa.
Right. So a Juju doctor, isn't that a witch doctor pretty much?
Witch doctor.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, a witch doctor.
So now sprinkle some herbs on you and some smoke and yeah.
Well, there's some. Well, no. Well, a lot of time they have like certain things like if you broke your arm, they'll rub some stuff on your arm and like try to put it back in place. It was a very painful situation, And the thing with voodoo, okay, if you can't just go to a voodoo doctor or some Juju person and be like, hey, kill this guy. It doesn't work that way. All right, they have.
They don't do voodoo dolls. They don't do like voodoo dolls.
I don't know what to do. I've never been in Voodoo's house. I have no idea, but I know for a fact that you can't just go and tell them to just destroy anybody. A lot of times, voodoo only works on somebody that's really affected you somehow, some way.
By the way, I just read a tweet that said Kanye treats his girlfriend like a Kim K voodoo doll. That is kind of true, though, isn't it? It's like a Kim K voodoo doll. Dresses her up and parades her around and strips her, and, you know.
Man, a lot of times voodoo, like you'll go to the voodoo doctor, he'll tell you, I'm sorry, I can't help you. This guy, you don't even know this guy. You can't just be like, you can't be hating on somebody like, can you kill Dave Chappelle? You're making more money than me. It doesn't work that way.
Does it work that way?
No, it has to be like somebody, a lot of time it help with like people related to you. And you have to prove, it has to be some kind of real proof that they did something to affect you. Something, you know.
Got it.
And that's how voodoo works. Voodoo is just not you can't just put something on somebody. It's not going to work. I mean, you could poison people.
Well, I mean, does any of it really work, though?
Does it work? Oh, yeah.
You think voodoo really works?
Yes.
You really believe that?
Yes.
You've seen it work?
I mean, I've heard.
Okay. So you've never actually seen it?
Yeah, I've never been, I've never been affected by it or, but I've heard it. People put voodoo on people all the time. But like I say, it has to be somebody close to you that's done something to you for it to work.
Okay, got it.
If somebody if you're in a marketplace, somebody come and steal from you, they've done something to you, so it might work because that person did affect you some way, somehow. Okay. So what were we talking about? My date of birth. That's right. Yeah. So my mother had me, I was born at home. Nobody was there to write shit down. Most people, you born, you see a doctor. I was born, I saw a goat, motherfucker. And because of that, most of us, we don't know our age, our date of birth till we about to travel. Now you about to travel. Oh my God, what am I going to write on this paperwork? Oh my God, how old is your brother? Okay, I don't know. I was born a year before him, but 2 years. Just write this down. So the age thing, and the reason why I knew that age is completely off and completely wrong is because I was born for a fact, I know I was born on a Monday. Because, where I'm from, my people, they'll name you, if you're a Ghanaian descent, they name you by the day of the week you was born. So if you're born on Monday, you're a Kojo. You're born on Saturday, you're a Kwame or Kofi for Friday, so forth.
Okay. Oh.
So for a fact, I know I was born on a Monday. Now, what I did, I Googled up that date that's online or whatever date, even the date that I have in my paperwork.
Yeah.
And none was on a Monday.
That's
how I knew that, fuck it. I'm between, they said, how old are you, Mike? I said, I'm between 35 and 70, motherfucker. It depends who I'm dating, and that's how I go about the age.
Okay. You were not born in 1972.
100% I believe.
Right.